hey, just because it's always been done a certain way doesn't always mean that that is the correct way, or you must stick to the correct way. I'm going to argue a case. You might call me a little biased in favor of agents, but if an agent is an advisor and is going to bring you tons of value, then I am going to make that case, because I want more equilibrium in the market, and I'd love for everybody to enjoy, make money, be able to have their passions pay them for what they wish to do, to be able to get where they want to get. So the case I'm making is that sellers must pay. Okay, I say pay with a grain of some passion and oomph in it. Okay, let me make the case, and perhaps agents who have turned advisors would take heed, and sellers, you might also understand the other side of the story. Show reel first. Alright guys, welcome back. So what's the case that I'm trying to make, and how am I trying to get this point across to you guys? Okay, let's go a little bit in the past. The way the industry's worked is sellers generally what they do is they give their property to 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6. Some have now started capping it to 3 because solid good agents who know what they're doing are starting to make a case that the larger number of agents you give the property to, the more difficult it gets to sell your property, because every agent's not made and cut from the same cloth. Some have actually been able to make a case that you should only give it to one agent, and they've also further made a case that you should pay us a 2% seller's fee and you should be exclusive with us, because that way I can dedicate more services and resources to getting you success on the business that you're trying to do, which is sell your property. Okay, I'm making a case that you shouldn't just be getting 2% and you shouldn't just be getting exclusivity. In fact, part of that 2%, almost 8 to 15%, an agent should charge upfront to cover his expenses, his cost of doing business, marketing the property, and in fact, making sure that he's actually going to be, the seller, incentivized and staying committed to making sure that, the process takes all the way to the end. But, if a seller does change their mind not to sell, then at least you got covered at 8 to 15%. And why is this, okay? This might be more for the agents to understand why I'm making this case, okay? Listen. What happens when a seller comes into the market and he's looking to sell a property? Most of the sellers in the Dubai market have sold or bought one property. Some might be on this end of the spectrum and they really know exactly what they're doing. So they've got decent experience, but most of them have got only experience at one. Okay, so that's point number one. They've sold one, bought one. You, on the other hand, are bringing to the equation at least 100. Okay, let's not say 100, because if you're a young agent, you've not sold 100 properties, but at least you would have sold, because if you're demanding this, you would have sold between 20 to 100 properties. That's a lot of experience that you're bringing to this equation. The seller absolutely needs you to carry forward and sell this property at the highest price possible, in the least amount of hassle and the least amount of time. So you, as the agent, has to value that, right? You're bringing 20 to 100 properties, 20 to 100 issues, challenges, problems you've solved for other sellers, while the seller is bringing his one experience to the table. So when you're bringing that much experience and value to the table, you should get paid, I think, right? Number one. Number two, the sellers need to commit to the process of sale and, of course, choose the right agent. Okay, if they're not committed to the process, to the sale, which means they can back out, they're just testing the market, that's okay if you've been paid in advance, at least a minimum amount to actually cover your expenses. Right, Jared? Right? Do you work for free?
No.
Right? You get paid, right?
Yes.
Everybody here is looking to get paid.
Yes.
right? You come to work to get paid at the end of the month, right?
Yes.
But the agent works for free, right? Somehow you might be in a better position compared to a lot of agents. You make more money, I think. Now, what does the agent do? And you've got your weekends free, generally speaking, right?
Yes.
Except when I message you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do the agents do? The agent commits time, money. You know, he's going to go there, spend his fuel, look around, get the place clean perhaps at his own dime and dollar, and he's going to put more resources, which means online portals, so on and so forth, to selling your property. What did you commit? Right? You should at least commit to the one agent and commit to the process of selling, right? As a seller, right? Agents, this is for you. What if you choose not to sell? And if your property was rented, you're still getting the rent out of it. Maybe you didn't keep it vacant just to make the sale. So you're pretty okay. If you choose not to sell, does the agent get paid? Even if he was on a 2% exclusivity success fee. Now, you might say that, hey, why are you going to tax the seller if the seller chooses not to pay? Well, why are you going to get the agent to spend time, money, and resources if you're not going to pay? Right? The time, money, and resource that the agent pays is way more than the 8 to 15%. Maybe the 2% fee at the success compensates for the time, money, and resources he's paying, putting into the sale process. But the 8 to 15% at least maybe covers him at 20% of all the time, money, and resources he's paid. So that's okay because he's investing the rest into the process. If the property does get sold, you're okay, he's okay. Number 4, look, why you should absolutely do this. If you don't commit to one agent, you're going to get bombarded with other agents trying to, undercut you, lie to you, try to sell to you. Just yesterday, I spoke to an agent and I said, look, listen, I know you're a very honest person. I need you to completely stop lying to all your sellers, trying to break their prices, bring them down, using negotiation tactics which aren't ethical. And he's like, yeah, Fahd, I am a very honest person, but in this place I do lie. And you're right, I need to stop, right? So you're not constantly open to a barrage of agents who are constantly coming to you and trying to undercut, bring the price down, right? On this side, if you as an agent are working on this model and have taken some money, hello, how are you? Jinu, should agents get paid?
Yes.
Absolutely. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to work for money, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't get paid, are you going to put a lot of focus, attention, and commit to the end result?
No.
It's difficult, right? It's challenging, right?
Yeah.
How are you going to treat your sellers if you know that the seller is not committed to you 100%?
I would be more focused on whoever pays.
Whoever pays you, right? So if you're more focused on who's paying you, then does it not make sense for the seller to pay you so that he can get your focus if you're an expert?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if they try to just not pay you because they want to dangle a carrot, they can do that with less experienced agents. But will an experienced agent actually treat them and their property with the respect it deserves? No, right? And when they do, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to service the seller, or are they just trying to make commissions? Are they just trying to make money?
When you're getting paid, you're actually trying to service them.
Yes.
But when you're not paid, they just want I just want to close this deal anyhow and make commission.
Yeah, because if you don't close the deal, what happens? Sellers can walk away.
Yeah.
Decide not to sell. The market can shift. They can change their prices. All of the garbage that sellers are known to do, they might still do.
Yeah.
And then you've not been paid at all. And you've lost the deal potentially, right? Is that fun?
And 6-7 months of hard work as well sometimes.
3 months, 4 months, 2 months, 1 month, 6-7 months if it's a big deal, yeah? So I'm trying to make that case to the agents. If the agents would just start trying to understand their own value with the value that they're bringing to the table, right? So sellers, if they're not committed to the process, they're gonna get bombarded with a lot of agents who are gonna try to play. Listen, remember this is for the sellers. The agents have more experience on the properties they've sold. You got more money because you own the property. But in this area, it's not just because you got more money, you can't fly the airplane. Right? You still got to let the pilot fly it. And if the pilot tells you that the weather is not good, we got to land in Hawaii and I can't take you to London, well, what are you going to do? Okay, land in Hawaii. But maybe the pilot wants to meet his girlfriend or wife there. So he can have a layover, stopover, right? Whatever, okay. So number 5, pilots have been known to do this, yeah? Fly over their girlfriend's house, then they got fired. Okay, so on the agent side, you guys as sellers should know this, but agents already know this, that they're constantly fighting with other agents to keep exclusivity of the property because they're scared the property is going to go away. Okay, so on the agent side, you're not like biting off sharks at your feet, okay, because you've got paid. You know that the seller's committed to the process. He ain't going nowhere. You've got to, in return though, deliver a lot of value. Now, how much should you charge? Okay, it's very simple. Okay, my base fee, and this is what I recommend, is between 8% to 15% of the total 2% commission that you would charge anyway. So if you're making about, let's say, a 5 million dirham deal, okay, which will be about 100,000 dirham commission, generally speaking, you should charge 8,000 dirhams to 15,000 dirhams as a base fee to start the engagement. And then the balance, right? So the balance is still about 92,000 dirhams, 92K to 85K. So there's enough skin in the game for this. There's enough skin in the game for the seller to stay true to you. At the same time, there's enough skin in the game for the agents to keep working hard to actually get that money out. You know what I just had an idea. You know where this would work? Even if the agents don't get this money, 8 to 15,000, if it was put into an escrow. Yeah. So that the seller's going to be scared, right? What if I pay somebody 8,000 dirhams and he doesn't sell my property? Well, choose the right agent properly, okay? Because you're still going to sell, you're still going to give it to an agent. Just choose him correctly, right? And to go through the interview process, right? The agents are like, what the hell? What if he backs out? What about my time? Well, if it's an escrow, then the agent knows he's getting paid. Yeah. And then there could be milestones, like you achieve this, you get paid. You achieve this, you get paid. Achieve this, you get paid. Right? Okay, that's a side hustle, little brainstorming going on. Hey, listen, if you want to sell your property with commitment to us giving you resources that you need to make that sale, there is a link below. Reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to work with you. Spread the love. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Ciao for now.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, and since 2007 I've been based in Dubai and doing real estate in Dubai. Look, if you're looking to work with me, there's a form below and my mobile number. I do paid consulting. You can also get help from my team for services. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe and the bell icon, and share it with your friends who you feel would be able to benefit from the content of this video. Last but not the least, I'll repeat, me and my team's role is always going to be to help and select the best property for you. Your role will be to invest in that property, and we will in turn invest in your life and your future. Bye for now.